Hi everybody, I am Jayant. I'm starting a Python series of learning Python from scratch to advanced level. So I've planned around 10 chapters or videos that I'll walk you through. Uh, no experience is needed here. If you are a newbie or if you're a non-techie and you want to learn about the world's most powerful programming language, I'll walk you through. So, okay. In this first video we are starting today is completely from zero. What We'll talk about what actually Python is, why it became so popular, and the programming language in the world. So let's start from the obvious question: why Python? Okay, so Python is a high level general purpose programming language. In plain English, if you it's a way for you to give a computer instructions using words that look just like normal English. Okay, then who it was created by uh, Godyu one Rossum, and released back in 1991, uh, named after the again comedy group shows Python, again not a snake. Think if like it's like a translator between you and the computer. Now, why does it became so popular? Okay, there are five reasons that I think I'll that can suffice this question, and I'll prove each one with a code. So, reason one, it feels like English. Okay. So, what does it mean? It feels like English. So, if you see here, just ignore the code for now because I can explain the code into in the next sessions. But look at that. You almost read it out loud. If 5 is greater than 3, then print this. Okay, so it's just simple maths, or combined with English that you must have studied in your junior school or something like that. So if you run this block, one second, let me run it. Okay, once you run it, it says 5 is bigger than 3. Just for your information, guys, I'm using Jupyter Notebook inside VS Code. If you want to know how to download VS Studio, you can watch my previous video, and it will help you it will help you to download uh, you know Jupyter VS Code. And Jupyter Notebook is again, we are taking baby steps here for us to kind of run. Okay, moving down, reason two. Okay, it's interpreted instant to run. Okay, so what does it mean? A lot of languages needs a separate build or compile step. Okay, so before they run. So what does it mean? First, it means it needs a separate build or compile step before they run for every other language. But for Python, it doesn't. It runs line by line. So what does it mean? It would go at this line. For example, it would go at this line, it would print it. It would go at this line and it would print it. You know, which is perfect way for learning and testing quickly. What it means is, testing quickly, it means that if this line of code fails, it won't go to the next line. So you will come to know, okay, where there is an issue. So let me run this. Okay, let me run this. Okay, when I run this, it ran this line first. Okay, and then this line first, then this line. Okay, reason three, less code, more done. Okay, so what does it mean? In one line, the simplicity is huge reason why Python won. Okay, if you see here, you know, in some language, printing hello would take like 5 to 6 lines of setup. I'm not sure if you're aware of C, C++, or Java. You even have to define your variables, like if it's a string, or if it's a int, or boolean, or list, tuples. But here Python, it automatically understands you of what type of strings or variables you are giving, or data types actually you are giving. I can explain more of that in simple in the next videos, but just for now, it's less code, more done. It's basically one line code. You don't have to define nothing. It will print. Print is a keyword in Python which gives you output. Okay, so it will give you what you have written. And again, I will explain you why these double quotes are here. So let me run this. Okay, so it prints hello world. Reason 4, it's everywhere. What does it mean? What does it mean? It's everywhere. Can you think of it? What does it mean by everywhere? So, okay, the same language is used for AI and machine learning. That's the tech based behind tools like ChatGPT. uh, it's used for data science. It could be used for analytics. It could be used for designing a website app. The backends of your so-called favorite scrolling apps like Instagram and YouTube use Python. And it is used for automation, making a computer do boring stuff, repetitive tasks for you. So you can learn one language and you can go in almost any directions you want. So, for example, you're using ChatGPT or Claude these days, right? So even if you put something on schedule or a routine in Claude, everything is Python based. Okay. Reason 5. Okay, it's free, it's open source, it has huge ecosystem. What does it mean? So Python, unlike other tools, for example, let me talk for example, other tools like Tableau, which is the visualization tool, or any other tool. It's you must have, like Databricks, you have to pay for it, right? Those are the platforms. But this language Python is completely free to use, and there are millions of already ready-made tools, libraries like NumPy, Pandas, so you really have to build anything from scratch. So it gives you a heads up start. Plus there is a huge community. So it helps if you're stuck anywhere. Okay. Now, before we finish, uh, two facts every beginner should know. Okay. First, is Python is case sensitive. So what it means, if I'm writing lowercase j or uppercase j or lowercase a or uppercase a, it's not the same thing. It treats everything different. I will give you now or walk you through example that I have written, which will give you a clear indication that Python is a case sensitive language, and you need to be careful when you're writing or defining a variable or writing a Python code. So first is print. So what this will do, again, we have discussed in above, print is a variable, right? Which will give you all of whatever is written inside this parenthesis. Okay. So if you run this, let me run this. Okay. So if you run this, there is an issue that you can find here. So this has run perfectly. So what it says, lowercase print works fine. So if print, which is a keyword which is defined by a lowercase, it has given its result, lowercase runs fine. Or I can also say here, test successful. Okay, let me run it again. The first line ran correctly. Now, what I did here in the next line of code, I changed the lowercase p to uppercase. Again, it is a case sensitive language, so you will get an error. In order to fix this, you need to make this as a lowercase, because these are predefined functions inside Python, and they hold a particular space, or not a space, basically a keyword. These keywords can't be used in Python because they are predefined by Python. So let me run this code again. Okay, now everything runs fine, right? Okay, let me go down. Now what does it say? Indentation matters. So what does it mean by indentation matters? Okay, So let me tell you, Python uses sorry, Python uses spaces, not parentheses, to group code. Okay, so it uses space, like here you can see, right? It uses space not to, not like a curly braces to group code. The spacing tells Python which line belongs to the other, alag, different group. So here, if it says, if let's go through an example. So if 10 is greater than 5, print 10 is bigger inside the if. So if there is again a statement, we can go through the statements when we reach the loops chapter, chapter number 9. But yeah, now if you see here, this is indentation. These spaces that you see are indentation, which what it tells that this is one group and this is another group. Let me run this. Okay, so what does it says? 10 is bigger. Okay, what does it say? So okay, again the indentation here, it belongs to a group. So if I move this here and put it in indentation, this will be grouped uh, inside this if. Okay, now let's walk through one of the uh, programs, maybe your first program. It could be your first program in Python. Okay, so what does it says? So it's a classic hello world, or hello, this is my first line in Python program. It is very similar to any other first micro coding programs that you write in any other language. Okay, so what you can do here is you say print. Print, again, I told you, is a keyword that prints whatever you give it. So for now, you're hard coding a string. I can explain you that in the next lines when we are talking about data types. But now what it will do? Any guesses what will it print? Yes, it will print nothing but hello. This is my first line of Python. Let me run this and show you. Okay, great. So you now know how to print or run your first uh, line of code in Python. Now, quick recap. So Python again is a high level language that reads like English. This is first point. It was created by Gudio van Rossum in 1991. Okay, it became popular because it's readable. It reads like English. It intercepts. It is concise, less code, versatile. Again, you can use it in different spheres. For example, AI, data, web. It's free and open source with a huge ecosystem. Plus, two beginners facts that I have put in this video. First is it's case sensitive, and then it uses indentation. So when you're defining something in Python, writing a code, be a little bit careful or mindful, in terms of the case sensitivity and indentation. Again, as I told you, it groups a block together. Okay, in the next video, that is going to be a very interesting video. I'll be talking about variables and data types, how Python actually stores information. So thank you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.